Hello, Indonesia. I'm Tucker.
And I'm Sophie, and we're
And we're
Sophie
Sophie
Tucker.
Tucker,
Check out our interview with creativedisc.com.
the number one music website in Indonesia.
Hello, CD Bestie. Welcome back to another Creative Disc exclusive interview with me, Lutfi. And my guest today is a powerful duo that become anomaly in dance music scene because they still bring manual instrument into their dance track. And personally, I love their approach since their breakthrough hit called Best Friends. So without further ado, this is Sophie Tucker. Yay!
What up?
But yes, I love your work since Best Friend. It's really whoa for me.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how are you?
Great. Yeah, we're actually in separate rooms in the same house right now.
So it's like, what kind of activity that you are doing recently?
Recently,
Yes.
we've
Activity?
been, yeah,
Oh,
we
I was just in a zero gravity zero gravity chamber.
How
Have you?
does it feel?
It feels amazing.
Oh,
But maybe that's not what you were asking me. Sorry, Tucker, I interrupted you.
your face is getting really close to the camera, Sophie. You look like an old grandmother trying to use like FaceTime where they're like,
Can you see me?
but we've been doing a lot lately. We just did an entire week of rehearsals for our new tour that we start in 3 days. And actually, right after this interview, I got to get back to playing the bass to keep practicing on some of the new songs. And that's been really exciting. And we've been touring a lot of DJ things. We've been in Las Vegas a lot the past couple months, doing a Las Vegas residency DJ sets.
So let's talk about your new album called Wet Tennis. Tell me the more detail about this album.
So it's an acronym that stands for When Everyone Tries to Evolve, Nothing Negative is Safe. And it was really inspired by the group of people during the pandemic who really joined us every single day and formed this community. We were DJing every day from our house, and people showed up just like dressed up and ready to dance and like be together and be like joyful in a time that was pretty shitty and pretty challenging. And so we were so inspired by just like the conscious choice to be positive in a shitty, negative time, that we really wanted to pay homage to that for this album. Tuck, you can explain more about the other layers of it if you want.
Yeah, and then we also just wanted it to be fun and like athletic and bouncy and light. And that's why Wet Tennis, it's kind of weird. It sounds like a little sexy, a little, athletic. Everything me and Sophie do is like bouncing ideas back and forth from each other. So it's kind of like we're playing tennis with ideas all the time. And also we both play tennis and love the sport, and we love the
Wow.
fashion of tennis, and we wanted to make it more colorful.
Who's got better in tennis?
Tucker. Unfortunately.
Do you agree, Tucker?
No question.
Oh my goodness.
No question. It's the thing is, Sophie's good at tennis. I just happen to be 6'7" and like an ex-basketball player. So like, I can run up to the net and just slam it on her every time.
So you talk so much about this pandemic time and speaking about pandemic, how's pandemic changed your perspective about dance music?
Ooh, I think it changed our perspective in a really unique way because basically we decided to use the pandemic and the quarantine time to DJ every day. And so, before the pandemic, we were doing mostly our live show. And in our live show, we're playing instruments and we're doing like choreography and we're running around the stage, and it's it's a more of a live performance. And then we started, like, we were DJing some, but we really leaned into the DJ side of us. And so we started making, music that we really would want to DJ, and like leaning more into house music and that type of thing. And now post pandemic, we're DJing a lot more, and we still have our live show, which is really exciting, and it's like a special treat. But it's fun to have both worlds.
Okay, so it's interesting for me that you want to go when making an album, like an album. Recently this, many dance musicians especially didn't want to go to the album way, but you still choose the album as the medium to express your music. Why?
I think it's important to us that we put out a lot of different types of music. I think we never want to feel limited to like a genre. And when you're putting out singles, they usually have big, marketing campaigns and music videos, and there's a lot that goes with it. And sometimes we might want to make a song that we know it might not be a big song that will get a music video and go to radio or something, but it still means a lot to us to put it out as Sophie Tucker, and to continue building this like world of music and sounds that we're really excited about, that's kind of always pushing the limits. And I think with an album, you're able to experiment and push the limits of what people think you are a lot more. Like maybe the singles are still, what you're known for, or what is, might be very popular, but it gives you the opportunity and freedom to try new things and kind of push the creative limits. And I think that's really exciting to us.
I think you're right, because the Wet Tennis album is very, very different from Treehouse, your previous album Treehouse. So Wet Tennis is kind of like balancing ethnic music, dance music, and many instruments in one album. How can you mix it into the one album without getting too much?
I don't know.
You just do it, and hopefully you don't think it's too much.
We were just inspired by so many different types of genres, and we played so much during quarantine. Like, we also had so much time to play and be like, fuck it, we're gonna make a drum and bass song. Fuck it, we're gonna make a jazz song. Oh, we're gonna make a house song. Oh, we're gonna make a, I don't know, more punky rock song. Like it was kind of like we just had the time to experiment and play. And I feel like it really works. Like, genre is so I don't know, unimportant, I guess.
But
yeah,
but I always love your work because you always bring something peculiar in dance music scene, such as bring many ethnic sound. There's still many traditional guitar and bass riff, and in Wet Tennis there's so many guitar riff. I think you wow me. I think you amaze me, because you are in dance label. With all of this approach, how can you fit into the dance music? It is my biggest question when I first heard you, and you're on Ultra Records, but you are not a dance EDM band. How?
Well, when we signed with them early in our career, we said we're not that kind of group. Like, this is going to be different, and they wanted to expand what type of dance music that they represented. Like, they wanted us to be weird, and they always supported us doing our own thing and not sounding like everyone else in dance music, because I think they believed that dance music was changing, and they believed what we were doing was sort of exciting and important for dance music to not all sound the same. And I give them a lot of respect for letting us do our thing. They've never told us what we needed to make. they've never really interfered with our creative process. They've always been supportive.
Sophie, do you want to adding it?
No, he said it all.
No. Okay, let's speak about your breakthrough hit, Best Friends. Tell me more about this single, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Best Friend was, I don't know how many years ago, three or so, 3 years ago.
Three or four.
Yeah, and basically it was a very simple track. We kind of didn't overthink it. I mean, it was a song about friendship, and we did it with our friends. So we made the song, about friendship, and then we were like, okay, we don't really know how to finish it. Maybe we'll just call some of our friends and finish it that way. So we called the Knocks, who are this amazing band out in New York, who really supported us from the very, very beginning of our the creation of our band, and then contacted Nervo, and then Nervo contacted Elisa, and so it was just like a super friend vibe, and it just felt really natural and really good. And we didn't have any expectation of anything until we found out about the Apple commercial, and then we were like, oh, I guess this is a single that people like. And it's so fun to just make something because you love it with your friends.
It is like literally Best Friends made it, I think. That's why it's so authentic, I think, the Best Friends, because Best Friends is really, really a good track. In the good ads, I really like the iPhone 10 ads, and it's a monumental phone, and it's a monumental, I think it's like a monumental era for you, because your song is getting play everywhere, in every TV and in every commercial. And the ads, it's very, very quirky. When I see it like, oh my God, this is so in match with the song. I think you've made it for this song accidentally. So how's life when Best Friends got boom and becoming your breakthrough single?
It was great. I mean, we sort of felt like we were already, we were growing. Like after Drinky and our first EP, we were getting bigger, we were touring more. And then that happened, and a lot more people knew who we were, and a lot more people knew the song. And those big advertisements, like an Apple ad, especially the iPhone 10 one, because it was such a moment at their launch and everything. It's an amazing thing for an artist like us, because so many people hear the song and so many people then get turned on to us. And so we definitely grew when that happened, and started getting played on the pop radio all over the world. And it was a different experience for us, and it was very cool. We love it. We love that it came from friendship and good vibes. And it's we've kept running since.
Wow. What an answer. Okay. So this is the answer, that the most tricky one. I've asked it in this Creativist interview always. So mention 5 things we didn't know about Sophie Tucker.
5 things you didn't know. We're very clear about who it is that we are. We don't really hide much.
We're open, but okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do one for me and then you do one for you. So I'll go first.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't know that I was 6'7".
Yeah, I didn't know.
Very tall.
Maybe you didn't know that I was not really short. People think I'm really short because in photos I look really short just because I stand next to Tucker, but actually I'm 5'9".
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We're tall. We're tall people. Okay, number 3. I played college basketball and almost was a professional basketball player.
Oh, wow.
Before music.
My sister-in-law is Filipino.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm basically Filipino.
This is an Indonesian interview, though, Sophie.
Yo, this is Indonesian interview. So
my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, so we becoming one race, one region.
Oh my God, we just got off of an interview with the Philippines.
God, she is so embarrassing sometimes.
The previous one is Filipino. Just said that. Yeah, and you didn't realize that.
God.
It's right. It's right. It is
The
maybe
fifth
like
thing is Sophie's embarrassment to our band.
Yeah, I agree.
as you can see. So, so this is
Jesus.
a very, very last question. What's next for Sophie Tucker?
Well, it's now Tucker.
Yeah, it's just Tucker. I'm out. I'm not in the band anymore.
So
Oh,
what's next?
we're about to go
I
on a
mean-
world tour that starts in 3 days
Hmm?
that we've been rehearsing a lot for. We were just trying on our new tour outfits today. We've been doing all sorts of preparation for this, and it's touring the new album Wet Tennis, and the whole tour, it's like we made a tennis court on stage. It's really interactive. Me and Sophie play against each other the
Wow.
whole it's very cool. It's very
Wow.
cool.
Can't wait to see that. I hope it's landing on Indonesia too.
We hope so too.
Amen, 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 amen. So, Sophie and so Tucker, so thank you for this interview. Thank you so much. I'm Lutfi signing out, CD Besties. See ya. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sophie Tucker.
Thank you.
Thank you.